Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's Tom Brady, an Israelite. It's Tom Brady, a Jake. It's Tom Brady of the house of Jacob. Tom Brady's superhuman accuracy. All honor, praise, and glory be to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Wahakadash Wakad, the Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua for the Holy Spirit, which allow me to do these lessons in hopes that they could be deemed efforts to exhort, aka strengthen, edify, and admonish, aka warn flocks to sheep, the believers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and the elders out here slaved to be saved, or hopefully elect apostles and elders out here slaved to be saved, chiefly starting with those of at the Great Millstone, the Church of Great Millstone. All right, and the rest of you elders and apostles out here. Peace and blessings to you brothers teaching this truth in all faith and sincerity, and peace and blessings to you believers that aid in this ministry, you men, women, and children out here. Shalom to the elect, 1/3. All right. Tom Brady Irish. Brady has referred to his Irish ancestry numerous times, including in 2009 when the Patriots played in London. Quote from Tom Brady, quote unquote, "My father is 100% Irish. We took a trip over there together and visited some of the places where my family came from," Brady told Irish Magazine. Now this is relevant because in the elder apostle Tahar, he spoke on this before too, and this is something that's been really just sitting on my spirit. So, the Lord put this in front of me, so now I'm speaking on it, myself, and I believe that he could be Israelite because Tom Brady is very dominant, and this dude is in his 40s and he's still playing. He has as many rings as Michael Jordan did in basketball at this point. And he's just completely dominant, and for them to say he has superhuman accuracy, well, the only people that's able to, dominate like that are Israelites, which we know that Jake was scattered everywhere, and the Lord said he doesn't look on the outward appearance as man seeth, but he looketh on the inward part. How you look don't make you Israelite. Is the bloodline you actually come from. The spirit within you. Period. All right. Now Tom Brady being Irish gives credence to this being true and possibly being an Israelite because we know what the Irish go back to Jake. Okay, so Irish from mid 15th century in reference to the Celtic language spoken in Ireland. Some Middle English forms of the word suggest influence of punning on Old French iros, quote unquote, meaning wrathful, bad-tempered. Literally, Irios and Irish, meaning temper or passion, is 1834 American English. In parentheses, first attested in writings of Davy Crockett from the legendary pugnacy of the Irish. Irish American is from the noun is from, which is a thing, is a noun. It says it's from 1816 as an adjective. Listen to this, from 1820, wild Irish, right? That's where that come from. Late 14th century. Originally were those not under English rule. So this noun will be put on those that wasn't abiding by the English rule. You know, they were being out of order. It says what? Black Irish. In reference, see, Black Irish. The Irish go back to Jake's. Because Jake was in the land with original people, Ireland, Scotland, all these places. You know? Scotland literally goes into dark means dark land, right? Black Irish in reference to those, Black Irish in reference to those of Mediterranean appearance. Now, what does that mean? They occupy the southern Mediterranean appearance. They occupy the southern and insular parts of Europe, according to William Z. Ripley. The marked features of the Mediterranean race, which is not a race, right? That's just a geographical location where they say people look a certain way. From where they say people look a certain way, right? Or, they'll put that on people who look like people of that particular direction, right? That particular geographical location. The marked features of the Mediterranean race were dark hair, dark eyes. You see, dark hair, dark eyes. See that? So that's why they say black. That's why they say Black Irish. Basically, they were so-called black. They were black people, so-called black people. And the original people of Ireland were us, you so-called blacks. See that? You Jakes. So if Tom Brady's father's 100% Irish and he said he come from there, it's a very high chance that he is Jake, man. You see? It says, and you see all this other crap after this, all that madness. But nonetheless, they were dark. They were Jake. They were so-called black people. So yeah, the chances is very high that Tom Brady's one of his descendants was Jake, man. You see what I'm saying? Which would make sense why he has that superhuman accuracy. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. It tells us in Deuteronomy, the first chapter, the very first thing said in of the book called Deuteronomy, the first chapter and the first verse. So we're in the seventh chapter, where these are more, with these being more words that were spoken unto all Israel. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. You see that? So the Israelites are said to be above all people, right? That means in every facet, including throwing, a football. You can have many good players from other nationalities, but ultimately there will have to come an Israelite alone to surpass and mark the state to solidify the Lord saying we will be above all people. Yeah, even to the degree of throwing the football, right? And everything we do. This is the inception of the Israelite race, Genesis 25:23. And the Lord said unto her, and the Israelite race being consisting of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. So yes, if I'm saying Tom Brady might be an Israelite, yeah, he's probably go back to a so-called black man. His father is a so-called Irishman. So one of his forefathers could have easily been Jake. And as soon as you have one so-called black man pop up in his lineage, in the lineage of his fathers, not his mother's, but the lineage of his fathers, which this is spiritual because as he said his father is 100% Irish. Nothing to do with the mom. You see what I'm saying? So all it takes is for one so-called black man to pop up, a Jake, in his father's lineage, and that will offset all the rest of his grandparents, Tom Brady grandparents. No matter how they will look, they will all be so-called black men. They would be Israelites. You see that? Jakes, and that would make him what? An Israelite, a Jake, no matter how he looked, right? Genesis 25, this is the inception of the Israelite race. And the Lord Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. You see? And the elder shall serve the younger. So one people shall be stronger. When you go into that word stronger, the Hebrew original word there is the word amatazah, which means what? Prove superior to. Prove superior to. Basically, Tom Brady has did that, with throwing his football as far as his accuracy is concerned. But it said that type of level of superiority being shown will only be able to be displayed by Israelites, because the stronger people out of the 2 people that's being talked about, in that scripture, is Jacob. Jacob was the stronger one in all areas, in all facets. Jacob went on to become Israel, and he gave birth to the Israelites, right? To exhibit strength. See that? When you go into the word superior, what? Higher in rank, status, quality. You go up, go into the synonyms, it says what? Surpassing, top quality, right? Rare. It's rare that somebody can throw a football with that much accuracy. It's excellent, superb, outstanding. This is what's said about Israel. Flawless, unequal, perfect, top of the line. See that? So there it is. So it went on to be said to the Israelites later that you will be above all people, because the Lord will be confirming what he foretold will be the situation with Israel. You see, with Jacob and everyone that will come of him, they will be stronger. They will be stronger. They will be more superior. They will be superior. They will be superb, perfect, top notch, in all facets. Psalm 68 and 3:35. O God, O Most High, thou art terrible out of thy holy places. The God, the power of Israel, is he that giveth strength and power unto his people. Blessed be God. And who's the Lord's people? Ezekiel 34 and 30. Thus shall they know that I, the Lord Yahweh, their God, am with them, and that they, even the house, you see, the race, the stock, that's what house goes into. You click that word house, right? Bayath, family of descendants. Descendants as an organized body. You see? So all those that come from Israel, right? Even the house of Israel, the descendants of Israel are my people. You see? Of Israel are my people, saith the Lord. So the Lord only gives strength to his people. And those people are Israelites. So is Tom Brady an Israelite? You know? And that would just shit all over Esau, if he was an Israelite. He's of so-called black, Latino, Native American, Indian people. All right, all praise, honor, glory be to Yahweh Shalom.